Too. My name is Thomas and next to me is Lewis. We're at France and we're looking forward to a very sunny France GP. Welcome Lewis, how are you doing?
Hello, yes, very well, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to the French Grand Prix. A bit of a bit of a delay, but I think everyone was sort of glued on that game. But we'll forget about the football. We won't talk about that. We'll talk purely contest of speed. Ricky, our championship leader, was looking comfortable last weekend until the Canadian jinx, I think, happened in Tier 2 last week. Cracking race, but it has helped in the championship permutations. So yeah, looking forward to the race. Don't know what people are going to do on strategy. The super soft, super soft, probably the best. But I know you said the ultra soft could work. So yeah, what do you reckon, Thomas? Do you reckon the ultra soft could work? Putting onto soft?
Yeah, I think I did a practice race and around sort of lap 8, lap 9, the ultra soft tires feel really bad, but you can make them last. And I think if you can bring them up to like lap 8, lap 9, then I think you've got a good chance when you go onto the soft tire to make the one stop work. But it just depends on how many guys are going to go for it. If you're the only one and P2 is already on super soft tires, then I think it's going to be a very long race for you, because they will close in after 3-4 laps, because the super soft tires feel that much better after those couple of laps. So yeah, it just depends on what everyone is doing. But if you just see a few guys, like 5 or 6 guys going onto the ultra soft tire, I should just go for it and try to make it work as well. But if you qualify outside of the 10, it's still like you had in Canada, it's still not over yet, and I think you really have a good chance. Even though if you start from the back, I think you still got a good chance to pull away maybe a podium, or very least a win. So yeah, everything is on the cards, and quality is important, but not exactly it at this track. It's not Monaco. It's very, everyone has the chance to take the victory, so it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think, well, judging from yesterday's race, the soft to super soft worked quite well in that aspect. Obviously, you do give up track position, and the biggest thing with Tier 3 to Tier 2 and the rest of the tiers, there is a bigger gap between lap times from the front to the back. So guys who did start on a soft tyre were further up the grid. You know, they were in the top 10 positions, whilst if you do start on the soft in these tiers, you are going to be further down. Therefore, you will lose more time on track. So, but yeah, I think it is definitely a worthy strategy. One thing I wanted to ask you, because I couldn't do it, a few guys will contemplate a 9 weight ballast distribution on these cars around here, because it does definitely give you lap time advantage on a single lap. However, in the race, it can cause, for me anyway, I couldn't do it on my pad, and as a driver, didn't have enough talent really. I created a lot of oversteer, therefore tyre overheating and wear. Do you think people will go for 9, or you reckon more people will go for the safer option on an 8?
Well, we saw it last week at Canada with Matrix. He went for 9 pellets, if I'm not wrong, and yeah, we just saw him spinning all over the place and just couldn't get the car up to grips and where it should be. So yeah, it just depends on how many laps these guys practiced on, for example, 9 ballast to really make it work. But I think 8 ballast is the perfect ballast to go for. It gives you a nice balance between cornering and the grip, even though the tires are very worn. So I think 9 ballast is a little bit over it, and I think 8 is the way to go, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, one of the things I did to try and get around it was by adding a click extra on the front wing, just to help make up for it. In lap time wise, it doesn't make it any faster. I just thought for balance purposes, especially on heavier fuel loads, just give me that extra bite. However, you have got that long straight, which you will lose essentially a tenth. I worked out it was about a tenth you would lose altogether on the straight. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. And obviously Ginger Ninja won last weekend's race, starting on the soft tyre accidentally, as he mentioned in the interview. He didn't do his quali lap, what he wanted to do on the super soft, so he ended up having to start on the soft. Fortunately, it was a quick lap time on the soft, and he's done that again. I think, well, in fact, he hasn't. He's slowed right down. He's going to go for another run, I think. So he's just doing laps at the moment on the super soft tyre, but he has saved up enough energy now, so I think he's going to go and do his hot lap on those softs. But yeah, he came through. The fact that so many people started on the prime tyre last weekend meant the guys who started at the front when they pitted had all those issues with getting through traffic, and it caused a major. Well, it helped dictate the race really, and gave us some fantastic action as a neutral.
Yeah,
For some of the drivers, it was great. Others, not so. But I don't know how many people will. It all depends how many people will choose to stay on the soft.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but you've got the same problem like you had in Canada. Guys who want to go for the middle tire, they only got sort of a one-shot quality to do so. And yeah, last week for Ginginia it didn't work out that great, and he got caught up in traffic and had to cancel his lap. So guys who want to go for the super soft tire to qualify on, they really need to set up the car, and they really need to put that one lap in to make sure they get inside the top 10 at least. So yeah, that's this game. Everyone has got to deal with it, so when you want to make it work, you really need to go for it. And as I can see for now, I think Steve is the only one to go for the ultra tire. I think the rest of the grid is gonna go for super soft tires at the beginning of the race. And yeah, if I was in the pit box right now, I would have thought like, yeah, no point going on for ultra tire. Everyone is gonna go for super soft, so let's do that as well.
Yeah, so Steve has set the gauntlet down 130.7 on the ultra soft, and yeah, Robin, he's the only guy so far. Robin's the only one on the super. Oh, and Blank's just done a lap on the ultra as well, and just pipped it onto pole by a few hundredths off a second. But yeah, Ginger Ninja's still driving about. I'm on board with him. He's been doing. He must be running on quite a heavy fuel load, to be honest. 132 dead, and he's already done 2 full laps off the track. Matty Robbo, fastest of the soft runners so far. Matty Robbo, who looked good in quali, if I remember correctly, at Canada, but just the race didn't pan out for him. Dan Robbo was even better. In fact, Dan Robbo had a brilliant quali, was carrying the momentum from Monaco, and then got that wing damage, which so many people did in Canada. Mitch as well was another one who got caught up when he had the pace to win the race. Who looking elsewhere? MP Motorsport so far, he's doing a good P6, so he's looking much more competitive than he has done the last few races. And X427 Dan has obviously returned. Great to have him back this week as well, racing. He's currently in P8 and he's on the soft, but he has changed onto the super soft now in the pit lane. So what else we got? Oaksy, P11, Ricky down in P12 at the moment. But obviously I'm guessing that lap time wasn't 132.7, yeah, so that wasn't, he might have made a mistake, or it was just, he wasn't really going for it. Varamir, so far 134 dead. I know he said he really struggled with pace, but I don't think that's not a true representation of his lap times. And yeah, and then you've got 4 or 5 others that have yet to set a lap time. So yeah, Don Ammo, Lamin Jamir rather, Crowan, Juventus and Mitch have yet to do a lap. So I'm guessing those guys are going to go and do a one-off lap on the super soft. So far, Mitch and Juventus have selected soft in there, and actually, in fact, they've gone out of the pits. So Mitch and Juventus are now out on track. Lamin Jamin and Crowan are currently on the ultra soft allocation, but are both in the pits. So I wonder if one of those guys is going to do a lap time.
Vermeer now, he is coming up to the line, last corner for him, on ultra soft tires. I don't know what his lap is. Oh, it's slow lap. Okay. Yeah, he's coming in. Okay, yeah. Mitch on soft tires, just like I said. Starting his lap now. Whoa. Have to correct the car a little bit. Thanks, Slapper. Mitch really going for it on the soft tires. With 7 minutes to go for these guys to put in that ultimate lap. As Robin is on pole at the moment with a 140.1 on super soft tires, which is really solid lap from him.
Yeah, so Don Ammo's just about to start a hot lap, I believe. Yep, Don Ammo is on a hot lap, so we'll see how he gets on. But I guess this is his one. Oh, he's run wide.
I think that's his lap over.
Yeah, and that is the problem with this. This track is so tricky to do one-off laps. If you just got to get in the groove and do a run, I think, with this track, because it puts so much pressure on. And now he's forced into a situation. He's going to have to run the soft, isn't he? Unless I don't think he's done the soft tyre at all so far. So he's running the clock. I mean, he's got plenty of time. He could have saved himself for another lap, but chose not to do that. I mean, he's driving it as if he's still doing a lap at the moment. So, I mean, I would have thought he would have lost. You know, that wouldn't have counted. But I'm on board with him. He's still going pretty quick.
Yeah, so maybe because he lifted off or something, that it's
Maybe.
not counted as a corner cut or exceeding track limits. As Robin retired, oh, that must be with a reason though.
And Ricky's just done a 134.4 on the soft tyre, so he's up to P2 on that. That's a quick run. And no,
he's coming in.
Don Ammo did come in, yeah. So
I think he was just testing out how his lap time was gonna be if he continued on like that, and just got an indication of, can I make it on those super soft tires, or do I need to go on the other soft tire to get in front of the grid. As Farmer is on super soft as well. Let's just see, fitted. Yeah, a lot of the guys on super soft tires. Got a few guys on the soft, but still with 5 minutes to go, I think a lot of guys will go back into the pits and go out for their final lap at the end of the session. And if you watch Engineer, winner from last week, he will start a lap right now.
So Robin retires, obviously lost. I'm guessing maybe he lost it in turn 9, as Lamin Jamin goes on provisional pole. 130 dead now on the ultra soft, so he's done it on the ultra soft tyre. I mean, Steve's now on the super soft, so I'm guessing he feels he can improve his lap time. So he's going to do his lap on the super soft now to try and get off the ultra. Blank is now on the soft as well. Both those, I'm surprised they're doing that, as they've done times on the ultra. So unless they're just wanting to do a couple of minutes of running, I'm not sure really. But Mitch has done a 130.8 on the soft. He's currently P6. So I'm guessing a lot of these guys are going to come out onto the super soft tyre. Oh, yeah, Lamin Jamin. I saw Lamin Jamin cutting the track down the straight. He braked, but and then just cut the corner. So.
Oh, that's an interesting one. But yeah, just. Yeah,
I just caught them.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. If he broke and then continue it on.
He didn't go full throttle. He didn't go full throttle. He did brake and slow down as if he was going to take the corner, and then he just decided to cut through it. So I had to look. I wasn't fully concentrated. I was talking, and I was just on board with him by chance after his lap on the ultra. But yeah, I'll save the. I'll just have a look again after the race and see whether he did slow down enough, because he definitely went to brake as if he was going to take the corner, and then he decided to just get back on the gas and cut the corner. So.
Yeah, we got Steve now trying to improve on his ultrasoft lap. I know he was really busy eating apple pie in the Netherlands, so just got home and now he's trying to improve on the P5. He's in the relegation at the moment, although it's still early days. Race 8 of the season, but you already need to think about what is your position in the championship standings and what do I need to do, and he's doing an absolute brilliant job at the moment to keep his away from relegation.
I hope I hope the space cakes have worn off. by now.
I hope so for him. Well, we're gonna see it. He crosses the
might work.
line.
Oh!
Oh, he almost
It
improved.
doesn't improve. He
Oh,
almost improved. That's unlucky on the super soft because he doesn't really. I don't know. Like
that's it. I
obviously
think.
he hasn't improved, so he can't. He'll be starting on the ultra.
Yep.
That's a bugger because the fact he's same pace, but he's not going to be on. Well, he's going to be on the better tyre at the beginning, but yeah, it's going to make the soft. Well, I tried make my softs nearly went down completely, and I pitted on the end of lap 9. So it does. Maybe it's easier on a wheel, but or just better drivers. But for pads, for me it was a struggle to get it to the end, pitting on lap 9. So I'm guessing these guys would have done a strategy, a simulation already if they wanted to do the ultra soft. We've got a minute to go.
Yeah, we got.
And
With a minute.
Oh, Dynamo!
Oh, 129.7. But with a minute to go now, we got Dynamo on ultra soft tires in P1, but the rest of the grid is on super soft tires. Only Ginginia and Vermeer are on ultra tires and soft tires. The rest of the grid are all on super soft tires. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. But probably Dynamo will have his lap done and dusted, unless a guy on the super soft tire are gonna be really quick and improve on that one.
Cut the corner again. Lamin Jamming, I just saw. I was on board with X427. He just cut the chicane again.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
And really doing it twice in one session, I think that's clear enough. Don't see why you're doing it with 20 seconds to go, but yeah.
Yeah. X427, Dan, he has got up to 5th at the moment, but a lot of guys have yet to do flying laps. So they've put their gauntlet down. Ricky is about to start his flying lap. He's just coming down the straight now. So Ricky's on his lap. So
yeah,
Lamin Jam and Dynamo have done theirs.
Let's see, because Ricky is now crossing the line, then we got no, it's MP. And we got MP Motorsport behind him. Let's see where the big guys are. Ginginia, he has finished. Then we got Mitch. Where is he on the track? He needs to.
Mitch.
He's going for the end now. He's coming up to the line.
Yeah, he's near the end.
So what can he do? Coming up to the final corner right now.
Very smooth.
Come up to the line. That will be P4 for Mitch.
Nice.
Ooh, solid lap. Really solid lap. P4 for Mitch. Finally a good quali for him again. He really needed a one. Get in, Mitch.
He had a good quali in Canada as well, to be fair.
Yeah, but
Ricky
before that
down.
he was just really tricky on qualifying, and that really hurt his race as well. So it's really good for him. Let's see, Dan is in the pits. Matty Robbo.
Ricky's. Dan Robbo, I think's done. Dan Robbo's done.
So we go back to Ricky.
The next one, I think.
Yep, he's coming up to the line. Last 2 corners for Ricky boy. Final turn. Tight exit, not running too wide. Getting that little bit of slipstream. And 129.4. Get in, Ricky. Get in.
Lamin Jamin's coming through, and he doesn't improve on his lap time. Matrix has got to P4. And
why is she boy?
While that happened, MP Motorsport he's improved.
We're going to boy still.
Well.
Oh, he's coming in. Oh, so that's it, really.
So that's it. That is it.
And Ginginia is the big surprise. In P19, number 2 in the championship. And he's down in P19, so Ricky can really pull away if he gets a good result there. Oh, what happened here? Oh my, just switch to Crowan. He's there with a Ferrari and a Renault. They all got 3 tires. What happened there?
Oh, I think it was an excuse so they didn't have to go to Park Ferme.
I think so, they were cheating. So yeah, really interesting group. And now Dynamo, the only one on Ultrasoft tires in P2, not even P1. Oh no, Lemon Jam is on ultra soft tires as well. Sorry. So we got
Yeah, it's all
two
right.
guys
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
129, and then it already goes to the 130s with Lemon Jam on ultra soft tires as well. And the rest of the grid is on super soft tires, and of course the guys from P11 down to P20 can choose on what tire they want to start on. And I think these guys are gonna go for probably the super soft tires as well, because if you go onto the softs at the beginning of the race and you pick up wing damage, I think it will really hurt your race, because you only can go for twice a super soft stint, and that's not gonna work around this track, so you really need to.
Yeah, the two-stop definitely is not a faster strategy. Yeah, I think the super soft is the best strategy personally, but at the beginning and first three quarters of the race, the guys who started on the ultra soft will be there. The last quarter will be the struggle, particularly the last 5 laps. So last 4 or 5 laps, they're going to be getting very close to the point of being at a puncher stage. So we might get some punches come the end of the race. Could get some frill spills. So yeah, looking forward to the start of the race.
Yeah, but I can see. Oh, Steve Prestix. Yeah, of course. But what I wanted to say, I see Dynamo do a two-stop strategy and still make it work.
Okay.
I know he's the one who goes for different strategies and is most likely to go for a two-stop instead of a one-stop. So yeah, I see him, and he's got the pace. So maybe he can make it work from ultra softs and then twice super soft stints. I think is the preferred two-stop. But it's definitely going to be interesting, and Ricky will start with the formation
Yeah.
lap.
I think this will be back. I've just got to take my cat outside so she doesn't make any more noise. So I'll be back in a...
Yeah, so let's see on what tire everyone is on. We got Planko for super soft tires as well. We qualified on soft. We got Oaksy on soft tires, Juventus on ultra soft tires, which is interesting. Let's put it that way. Falan on softs, and Wisey Boy on softs, and Faramir on softs. Rest of the grid all on super soft tires, unless for Dynamo and Lemon Jam. Both of these guys are on the ultra tire, so as Dominic is just demanding Steve to go back in his car and racing instead of chatting here in the YouTube chat. But yeah, different strategies, different tires from the guys from P11 down to P20. But it's gonna be interesting. And Wisey Boy has to start on very good softs. That's not very nice for him. So
I have returned.
you have returned, nice.
I have done the deed.
What I wanted to say is maybe Dynamo can get a really good start on the ultra soft tires compared to Ricky on the super softs, and yeah, maybe he can stay in front of him until he has to make a stop, because that really can make a difference to make the two-stop work. As there was an amazing voice crack. Oh my days.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... Oh, I'll see some tactics. Lemon Jammin's backed off a bit, and he... Oh, he's backed right off. So 4.2 seconds is the gap between Ricky and Lemon Jammin there. So just trying to call the guys at the front, but it's tricky. It's a very tricky one to really take advantage if you've got a better start because of how narrow the track is. You do get a struggle with, yeah, you get a good getaway, a bit like Canada, and then you're like, oh, what can I do with this? Because it's so close, and that first corner is such a short break zone, as we saw in reality last season with Bottas and Vettel, that you could end up there could be a bit of carnage come this first corner.
Yep, you can. Let's see, we got 4 lights, 5 lights. I hate this game. And away we go for the Paul Ricard Grand Prix here in France. It's a good start from Ricky, who can defend. Lemon Jam gonna go for the inside. Yes, he is. Tonabo needs to defend. Oh, he does. Really good start from Robin as well on the super soft tires. Both the Rosses now P2 and P4. As Lemon Jam is going to make a move on Donamo down the inside as they make a touch and Lemon Jam is round. Yeah, we saw that one coming.
Oh.
Lemon Jam is round and we call it right on stream. Is that wing damage for Donamo? No, he's fine.
I did see a piece of debris. So whether it was Donamo's or Lamin Jamin, it might have been Lamin Jamin's. I did see a pic because I was looking at the guys in the background. I'm just going to see his broadcast. I think it was Lamin Jamin that got the damage. I think on his. It looks like the front left-hand side has got damage on his front wing. That's damage. So it was his part that came off. Donamo got away with it.
Donamo got away with it. That's really lucky for him. Robin as well. Matrix gonna go for it. Yep. Robin needs to defend it around the outside. Come on, buddy. Switch back. Oh, they make a touch and
that was always going to happen. I think Matrix trying to let it through.
Oh, Dan got pushed out wide. No, Dan. Paul. MP was sticking his nose in it. Paul. That was really tricky.
That corner's so tricky. It's a double apex, and you can try and hang around the outside, but the guy on the tighter point eventually is going to be coming. There's nothing Matrix could do there. The problem is, other than he could have held back, but he did have the racing line. It is a bit of a 50-50. It's a tricky corner that when you're making moves. But both guys fortunately didn't lose any places. Well, Matrix made his move on Robin, but no, they didn't lose any further places. As MP has already got a 3-second penalty. He's beaten my record from yesterday. So that's thanks for that. I'll happily give you that one. Mitch didn't get well. Did Mitch lose? I think Mitch lost places. He started 6th. He is down to 7th now. Blank is 8th. Juventus 9th. Dan Robbo top 10.
Yeah, so Dan is gonna go for it. Down the inside.
Mitch having a look on MP.
Yeah, Robin losing places left, right and center. He needs to step up his pace and really needs to get back into the groove. I know how difficult it is at the beginning of the race. I struggle with that as well. You need to get back in it as soon as possible to really make something of your race.
Blank's gone round the outside of Mitch.
Oh,
sure
he needs to run wide. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I got a 3-second penalty for it. Oh, that's unlucky. Maybe he can get that one removed.
Yeah, definitely. He didn't gain an advantage. He lost the place from it because he went round. He managed to pass Mitch round the flat-out right-hander. Brilliant move, but just ran too deep, and Mitch is back through into P7.
Yeah, Blanky was really unlucky as someone is in.
Robin's pitted.
No way.
So I wonder if he got damaged.
Oh,
he must have
probably
got
damage. Is he pitting for a front wing? Yes, he is. Yeah, he must have picked up damage then. Oh, that's destroying his race. Good choice from him to go on the super soft tires, to be honest. That's a really good choice. Normally he's quite edgy on different strategies, but this time he's done the right thing. Ricky pulled out of DRS and Donamo's not having DRS, yeah, so that's all fine. So the Ferrari is P1 and P3, and MP is under pressure from Mitch as the two Saubers are doing a great job at the moment as well.
Yeah, MP much better showing from him so far. This is more like what he did in the first race in Australia. Seems to have the pace, and whenever he's able to do the practicing, he's quick. He can learn well, learns fast rather, and yeah, doing so far so good.
He is with MP now P5, Mitch P6 and Blank in P7. Blank, he got really unfortunate last week in Canada, so he really needs to get up back in that momentum, getting some good points as he's putting Mitch under really pressure. He can't just make the move stick. Yeah, this is the problem. Like Mitch, he got DRS from MP and Blank got DRS from Mitch, but it's just impossible to pass around here as there's a William struggling. That's Profodes side by side with Oaksy, and he's trying to get past Medi Robo on his birthday.
He's from wide. Mitch's got a chance to overtake here coming into, but I don't think he will risk it. He'll save it. DRS.
Blank,
Blank's gone around the outside. Oh my god.
Switchback.
And he almost made it work. He almost made it work. Ah, he won't. It's difficult to make a switchback work around a corner. Unfortunately.
But now
But
maybe with the better
MP.
exit. Mitch is struggling on the exit. This is going to be interesting.
Again, he's just not quite close. He's a bit closer this time, but still, it's just not. Ah, he's not. Yeah, he won't risk it. He's too far back. Get a good. He doesn't seem to get quite as good traction, but that was much better, and he is in a close range now. Yeah, he's really up there now. MP holds the line, and he's going to probably hold the line for the next part, which he does. Mitch.
Switchback.
Oh,
Switchback.
Switchback.
Down the inside. Oh my god, now round the outside. No, can't make the move stick. Oh my god, this is brilliant racing. And Blank is so close.
Oh.
As we go yellow, I think it's Mad Robo on his birthday. No way. No, he's still in there. He lost a lot of places. Is it Dan Robo? Is Dan Robo's birthday? I thought it was Manny Robo's birthday. Oh no.
I don't know. It is Matt. Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it is Manny Robo. Yes. Oh no, I thought you said that it was Dan Robo on his birthday, and I thought I already photoshopped my commentary. But yes, I got it right. So we go back to the most interesting battle of the race so far. Although, as I say that, Matrix has caught up to Donamo on the Ultrasoft tires, so maybe Matrix can get past Donamo. I think he's gonna do it.
Oh no! Sorry, MP. Oh, Mitch and MP are bloody at it again. They were like this in China for the whole first half of the race. Yeah. Sorry, Donamo. Yeah, he's under pressure on the Ultras now.
MP now is under pressure as well. Mitch. No, it was looking for it.
Oh, and Blank runs wide.
Matrix now, we go back to Donamo Matrix and then back to MP again. Matrix is gonna go for it, down the inside. No, can't make the move stick. Maybe now. Oh, he's looking for it, but Donamo closed the door. Oh my days, that almost cost Matrix his front ring. So now we go back to MP, because Mitch is gonna go for it. Mitch Matrix, oh, this is gonna hurt. But
he's gonna get a good run.
Oh,
MP's very good.
Blank is struggling on those super soft tires. He's losing it back and like crazy. And now Dan Robo caught up to it as well. So we got the MP train forming now with 3 guys behind him as Donamo is into the pits. So he's definitely gonna go for the 2-stop, just like I said.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go for super soft tires. Yes, good surgical. Both Floros are doing good calls.
Mitch is round the outside, and he's done it, I think. Oh, they're so close to making contact. In fact, they do. MP's trying to get through, and I don't know if that's on. They're both very close. The MP's back on the inside again, and this is allowing Blank to catch up.
Oh, that Robo just completely ran into the back of Blank. They got wing damage, 100%. Yep, on the right hand side. Mitch had to brake, Blank broke as well, and now Dan Robo just didn't see it coming and he picked up wing damage from it as OC's just getting past Perfotis there. And now MP needs to defend again.
MP's got no ERS. MP's got no ERS, so he's going to be a sitting duck in the next section. Oh, brilliant! Oh, almost, but he'll have so much more. He'll have so much more ERS. Because literally, MP's got no ERS left. MP is literally a sitting duck here. Oh, but MP takes... Mitch turns his ERS down as well. They both... If he realises Mitch is going down the inside.
Yes, mate.
But MP's trying to stick through again.
Balls of steel, get it out.
Again. Thing is, if I was MP, stop fighting. You're costing each other so much time. Just let Mitch through. It's getting to this point now. This is just an ego contest. And it's
yes, it is.
Well, it is, and like you're losing so much time to the front runners, and you're causing yourselves to have this massive train now. Because the problem is with MP, if he gets passed by Mitch, he's going to be out of sync, and you're going to have Blank, Dan Robbo, Steve. They will all come past him because he will then be out of sync, lost momentum, and it's one of those like he's under severe risk of causing that now. Mitch is the faster driver. Don't battle it. Just let Mitch, don't defend it. Let Mitch through, and then you can carry on with your race. Because he's over driving right now, and he's causing his tyres to wear out. and he's going to be a sitting duck to the rest of these guys at the moment, and he's not going to be able to pit at where he needs to pit, which is lap 11, really, at the earliest. Again, he's defending really late, but he's got no ERS. He's done it.
Yep, Mitch has done it. Yep. Yeah, but I just wanted to say. Yeah, but I just wanted to say, look at the train. Like it's like we're watching F2. Look at how many people are still together. It's all because MP and Mitch are just fighting for it, because it's all the way down to P12, from P4 down to P12, and the top 3 is just pulling away with it.
Oh, and MP's being great, but this is the issue now. Blank is gonna try and there you go. Blank is gonna get through because MP, now that one's come through, it's always the same.
Poor MP. Blank, he is almost on a different circuit now, and Steve.
And he got a penalty for that as well. That he should be able to get rid of that as well. Oh, and the 2 teammates are now running side by side of each other.
Oh, this is not smart. Steve, just give it easy, mate. As Profotis is coming into the pits. On lap 8, that's really early for the super soft tires. Is Steve gonna go for it?
Yeah, he's done it.
Steve is gonna go for it, but Blank, on my screen he didn't pick up any wing damage, and Steve is just holding him up. What is Steve doing?
No, I saw Profodes. I saw Roland. I think he saw a bit of debris on the final corner, so I think he must have hit the back of someone, and that's why that occurred. But yeah, these guys like Mitch is now, they're only 4 seconds behind X427. So fortunately, I mean Mitch is obviously quicker because he's going to catch X427. He's a lot quicker. As Blank's making a move on Steve again. For it.
Yep. This is definitely not a multi-21 right here. This is just racing against each other at not the best moment of the race, if I say so. And now Oaksy is looking to get past Steve as well, but look at the gap between MP and Blank. Last lap they were a tenth between them, and now it's 1.5 seconds. So this guy's really losing pace. As Oaksy is gonna go for the move. Oh, she makes the move stick. Good move from Oaksy.
Oh, and now Ginger Ninja's making a move. But Steve shuts the door. Very nicely done.
Yeah, but look at this. Ginger Ninja, he started P19, already caught up to P9.
Yeah.
And he still got Mitch in his, well, it's probably gonna be MP, because Mitch is running away with it. But MP is in P5, so P5 is still on the cards for Engineer at the moment. But Ricky just pulling away with him, championship leader right now, and in the lead of the race.
MP's got another penalty. I was on board with that. He just cut too much of turn 1 complex.
Oh, Engineer. Sorry to interrupt you, but he's gonna go for it. Steve needs to defend around the outside. Oh, this guy is gonna go for it. Yeah, Engineer. Yeah. He couldn't do anything. Like it's so he was pushing Steve out of the way, but he had to take the corner like that because otherwise he was cutting the track. So yeah, good move.
It's a clumsy corner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tricky corner. You can't run side by side through it because it will look like someone pushed someone off the track, but you can't really make the turn side by side. So it was the good thing Engineer did, and now he's back up to P8 and he's looking to get one of the Renault guys, and that's Oaksy. But Blank, he caught up to MP already.
Don Ammo's up to P14 on his 2-stop strategy at the moment. Juventus also, and Don Ammo's gone onto the soft, so I'm guessing that's interesting. He's gone for the soft, so if he's going to do a 2-stop, he'll go back onto the. Would he have another set of ultras, or would he go onto the super soft?
I think super soft has. I think so.
Yeah.
As Dan is in. Dan is in for a stop on lap 10, or at lap 9. They go on to lap 10 now. Sorry. And Blank, he's all over the place. He tries to get past MP. It's not gonna work for him in turn 1. As they're both running wide, I think that's a warning for both of them. Well, Blank is really looking to get past. He's going for the move on the inside as they make contact, but he makes the move stick. Number 69 is through, up to P4 right now. But look at the gap. Mitch already put away. 3.1 seconds now.
He's really struggling.
Yep, MP
he's really struggling with the tyres.
Like,
but that's all from the fighting.
Yeah, but big respect. A big respect because at this track, defending is really hard with all the overtaking opportunities. And he's doing a really good job. Although he hasn't got the pace, he's still in P5. And although some guys made a stop in front of him, to be in P5, he's doing a really good job. And if he just can hang on to the back of Blank, what he's doing right now, he's gonna go for a move. And if he stops right now, he will still have a really good shot for some solid points as he goes for a move down the inside. Blank's gonna run around left. No, Blank!
Oh! And Blank's in the track.
Oh my god, this is carnage. Oh no.
He's hit. No, Ginger Ninja got involved with that. And so did Crowin, I think. Yeah, Steve was alright, but yeah, Ginger Ninja. Thankfully for Ginger Ninja, it's in the pit stop window, so he's not going to lose two, so he can pit now, and it won't be the end of the world. Obviously, you'd have loved to extend his lead. He has to be careful here that he doesn't hold up Varamir, but he pits. So fortunately, he had only lost a couple of seconds, but he will now have to lose 5 seconds. Oh, he's got a penalty. Oh no, Ginger Ninja's got a 5-second penalty.
Oh, so 10 seconds added to his pit stop. Oh, this is going to hurt him. Yep.
Yeah,
that's race over.
Well,
we can call it unless a safety car. Yeah, exactly.
But we haven't seen a safety car in a long time. Really,
we haven't seen a safety car at Monaco, at Canada, so probably not gonna be here at Paul Ricard as well. But yeah, we got to wait and see. But yeah, this is just destroy this race. But for Blank as well, because his race is over already.
I think Ricky is in his tyre window. I've got the green tool telemetry, so I think he'll be pitting this lap.
Planning to make his pit stop right now, and Oxy on soft tires, doing a really good job now. All the soft tire guys are now starting to make their way up through the field, as the guys on super soft tire just pitted. They are trying to make sure they go till the end. Ricky is gonna go for it. Yeah, Ricky is in just like we said, and he's going on soft tires. Yeah, good job from Ricky. P11 solid. Lap 11. Sorry, solid job from him. Now he needs to get those tires 16 laps into the race on soft tires, which is very doable. And he's just having a really relaxed race at the moment, as all the guys on super soft coming in.
He's going to come out just, or is he going to come out just ahead of the Williams? Yes, he will. So that's perfection right there. So Ricky gets just ahead of the two battling the Fallen and Don Ammo. Obviously, Don Ammo is, and it's a Don Ammo who's been on soft tyres and hasn't got ahead of Ricky.
And if Ricky's quick enough, he maybe can get past Farmer on this lap.
Oh, Engineer Ninja's left session.
That's really, yeah. Ricky now.
Really frustrating.
DRS. Well, now I can't make the mistake, maybe on the exit though. With fresher tires, Vermeer on 11 lap old soft tires. Ricky fresh soft tires. Yeah, look at the advantage he's gaining now. Got a good exit. Lost a little bit of the back end there.
Yeah, tires will pretty much now be at the temperature. So yeah, he's on a look. Probably line up to make a move in the DRS zone, I would have thought. Or even here, he's close enough. Baramir's leaving the door open. It's such a tricky corner to make the move. Oh, that didn't work at all for Ricky there. It's sort of, Varamir left the door open to say, okay, if you're going to make the move, I won't shut the door on you. But then Ricky just didn't want to take the gamble, because obviously he's in the lead right now, and well, in terms of the stoppers. He doesn't want to do anything stupid and get any damage.
So Ricky now is going to go for it.
Defending.
Yeah, Ricky's going to go for it around the outside.
What a move.
Oh, solid move, Ricky. That's leadership overtaking there. Really, really solid job.
Ricky's hit another level this season, hasn't he? Like, I know he did a mixture of tier 1 and tier 2 last season, but and obviously a few of the guys moved up to tier 1, but I just feel like he is, from the bits I watched him in tier 1, his speed is there now. His drive craft was always there, but he's got like an extra bit of speed in him now, and it's just, that was like the last link, because his drive craft is is brilliant. Like,
Yeah,
I,
he is,
I
yeah.
highly rate his drive craft and the way he overtakes, the way he defends, and now there's the extra temps in the hand, like, and that is all you need. That was the last element, I think, for him to be, and it's now showing in the championship.
Yes, it is. Oh, blank. Yeah, I think he's giving up on it.
Oh, such a shame for Blank.
Yeah, it's not his last couple of weeks. As Dynamo got past, Vermeer as well. But yeah, just like you said, I think Ricky really saw the opportunity when the top guys, Henry left of course, and Raceboy and Smado going up to Tier 1. I think he really saw his chance to fight for the championship. And now I know he's on Tuesday he is free from work, so he really got the time to practice as well. So yeah, he really shown up this season, and just like you said, and yeah, he's really a good championship candidate to take it this season, really. And I think it's Ralcon in the chat, and he says that Ricky may can pit onto fresh ultra tires at the end of the race to get fastest lap as well. But he really needs to dominate at that point, and I don't know what Dynamo and Matrix are gonna go for, because Matrix, he is like 4 or 5 seconds behind Ricky, and he's in effective P2. So I don't think that's gonna work, just like Thomas is saying in the chat as well. It's probably too risky, but it's something to keep in mind though, because maybe if the opportunity is there, we'll definitely go for it.
Yeah, Mitch has been slowly chipping away at Dan's current P7, where he's still got a couple of people that have yet to pit. He's now only 1.6 behind Dan. Obviously, after he overtook MP, Mitch was 4 seconds behind, so he's just chipping away, and both are teammates, so I don't expect to have any... either driver won't lose too much time, I don't think, once they catch up with each other.
They both got good communication. I know they are in a party together, so yeah, Dan will probably let Mitch through if he got that much of a pace advantage. Well, it's easy to let each other through on this track. Just let him close up into the DRS zone, put everything on lean, and you can just fly past it, and no time lost there. So yeah, just let him close up. If I was Dan, I would have closed up Mitch now and just let him get past on this lap. You won't lose that much time, you can just continue on with your race just like you're doing, as he picks up 3 seconds, which is really unlucky. And Roland in P9 is looking to get his first points now in Tier 2, which is very weird to say from a relegated Tier 1 driver. But yeah, he's been really unlucky last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he has been. Yeah, it's just been incidents that here, there, everywhere. Like, just not incidents, just little bits, just not falling in line. He is on 7-lap old soft, so I guess because of the wing damage, he had to get, again, just a bit of bad luck, which is why he's going to surely have to. Well, I suppose he might get away with it, but it's going to be really close to getting a puncture at the end of the race. So he might be able to get the one stop. If he can make the one stop work, it's still definitely, I think, the fastest strategy for him. We'll see how it goes. So I think now everyone has pitted. Oh no, the only ones left are Varamir and the Fallen, and
Varamir, Fallen, and
they're the only 3 left now that have yet to pit.
And they can make a stop now. Yep, just like I said, they're gonna do now. They can go onto the soft tire and go till the end. And Matrix is really closing up to Dynamo right now, so it's very likely to get a Ferrari 1-2 here at France.
Now, if Dynamo was doing a 2-stop strategy, you would say that this has not worked at all, because he didn't make any progress when he was on the fresher tyre, to the point that Ricky came out still ahead of him. And then you had, he's now falling behind because he's on older tyres. So if he does decide to pit, which I think he'll have to, he will fall right down the order.
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, if he's got to make the decision probably. If he's gonna pit again, he's gonna have to pit. What do you reckon, lap 19, 20?
If he's gonna
Something
go
like
for
that.
the ultra soft tire, yeah. Lap 20.
Yeah, because you need enough time. Yeah, you need enough time to obviously have benefit of the tyre. So probably 1920. He's gonna have to pit again.
And if he pits, if I got the gaps right now, he will rejoin in, I would say P8, maybe P7. So yeah, he's still got a big job to do. So if he wants to get back on the podium.
Yeah, I reckon it would be. Well, you take 26, take away basically 4. So a pit stop's quite big round here because of how slow they go. It's a slow speed limit. So, yeah, he'd be coming out around MP Motorsport, wouldn't he? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe I think he will get in front of Crowan, but it's gonna be tricky if he can get in front of Oaksy. But Matrix now, he's within a second, so it's gonna be interesting to see if he can get past on Donamo this lap. He's trying at least, but I think he's just too far away on this lap, so it's gonna be probably next lap. He's looking for it, but he's not going for it.
Robin's battling with Steve. Really close.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a fight for P11 with 5 guys, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 guys fighting for it. As Robin goes for a move,
passing Steve.
Faramir as well.
Faramir's looking for the double overtake.
Ooh, Steve lost 2 positions there on one straight.
He just didn't have an ERS.
Yeah,
he's running low. Yeah. And Matty Robbo now wants a piece of the action. Going into turn 9. Oh, it's close. And they're going side by side. Faramir's making a move on Robin.
Yep.
And he's got those super softs. He's going to have the tyre grip, and it's showing. This is the thing, the super soft works really well. Steve tries to make a move with Matty Robbo. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh dear, side by side. Brilliant, holds it on. Matty Robbo holds on to that P13 for now.
Now with DRS. Matty Robbo got DRS as well, but he needs to defend the inside. Steve will go for it. He's not defending the inside, he's gonna go for the inside for the next turn. Steve pushes him wide. Oh, but he makes the move. Stick, no he hasn't. Ooh, Steve around the outside. Really solid move from Steve.
I think Steve just upped the ERS around that area and caught Matty out.
But now, Matty, he's on 80% ERS and Steve is on 10. So Matty Robbo will probably fly past him right now. Let's see. Yeah, he will.
I'll tell you who looks good. Oaksy. He's at P6.
Oh, Steve!
3 laps.
Steve is round.
Oh no.
That's another incident sending in, I think. And now he's fighting with Juventus. Steve always loves to make the admins work for what they do. And he's got a fair point there, but that's probably another incident. It's gonna be interesting to see how many he will send in this week. But fair play to him. If you think someone did do anything wrong, send it in. But yeah, interesting to put it that way. But you were talking about Oaksy with really good pace.
Yeah, so Oaksy is on the super soft. He's the leading runner on the super soft. P6. Now he's done 4 laps on those tyres so far, but yeah, still got a bit of way to go on them. But it'll be fine. Well, I'll say fine. He's got about 8 laps left, 8 plus the 4, so he's going to have done 12 laps on them. Admittedly, so that's fine, because it is a lighter fuel load now, the car, so it won't wear out the rears quite so bad. He might struggle to catch up to Dan and do anything and have the grip still by the time he gets to Dan, but he's definitely, well, I say consolidate. To be fair, Roland's doing really well on 11 lap old softs. He's keeping up with Oaksy at the moment. But he should be okay. I mean, Oaks should be in a safe P6 at the very least, barring any penalties.
Yeah,
Of
but
course, which reminds me.
yeah, I still don't know if Roland is on super soft tires or on softs, because on the left hand side of the screen it says he's on softs, but on the screen itself it shows he's on super soft tires. Yeah, Oaks is on super soft, but Roland, I don't know but on what tire he's on. I think he's on super soft tires, to be honest. But
Looking now on here, he's definitely on softs. It says he started on super softs, and he's now on 11 lap old softs.
okay, yeah, fair job to him. Then he's doing, just like you said, a really solid job on those soft tires to keep on with Oaksy.
Well, so far Ricky has no warnings whatsoever, so he's safe. Matrix has the 1 penalty. Don Ammo has the 1 penalty.
Oh, I think Robin is round. Yep, it is. Turn 1. Robin has been spun around. And that's P14 for him, as he was looking to maybe get a point. But that's... he's thrown it outside of the window. Don't know if it was his fault or somebody else's. But yeah, that's his chance for any points. Definitely over.
Crowin is catching up on MP massively. MP, yeah, just doesn't quite have the speed round here.
No, he's struggling all race.
But yeah, he's falling back. He's 8 seconds behind Roland, who Roland will probably need to pit again. But although his pace isn't bad at the moment, he's still got 6 laps to go. When they cross the line, so I think you might struggle with that. But yeah, it's Crowin looking to hunt down for that P8 position and an extra point in championship.
So yeah, DRS now for Crowin. Is he gonna go for it this time? As Oaksy picks up for seconds. It's not close enough. I think he's just waiting for the second DRS zone. Is the very long back straight. MP with another, if I'm not wrong, MP has got like 12 seconds of penalties or something. 12, 15 seconds. And yeah, I think it's all because of turn 1.
Yeah, that's all it is. I'm just going to have a look now, see how many he's got. So, 1, so we got penalty in lap 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got 2. He's managed to get 2 penalties in 2 consecutive laps. So yeah, he's on 12 now.
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah.
As for Oaksy, saw him recently get a penalty. Oaksy's on 6 seconds worth of penalties. He's got 2 penalties so far. Mitch has got absolutely nothing. Clean as a whistle. Wouldn't expect anything other from him. And Dan has 1 penalty so far. So all those guys look safe. Roland's got a penalty. In fact, Roland's got 2 penalties as well, so he's got the same amount as what Oaksy has.
Okay, yeah, because he's within 3 seconds, but they both got the same amount of penalties, so that won't make anything of a difference. As Matrix picks up his second penalty, and I don't know about Dynamo, but I don't know what you said about his amount of penalties, but maybe he's on for the P2.
Well, Mitch now is looking pretty for P2 because Mitch is only a second behind Don Ammo on fresher soft tyres. So obviously Don Ammo is gone for the 1 stop because he would have pitted earlier. But that's going to be cutting it fine on those softs. 16 laps already as it is. Those rears, he's going to be a sitting duck to Mitch. And in fact, Mitch is catching right up with him. He's in DRS. Yeah, I can't see Don Ammo fighting this hard because he's got enough of a battle on his hands in keeping those rears from overcooking and blowing up on him. So yeah, Mitch I think relatively easy when he gets to it.
Yeah, and you said Mitch had no penalties and Matrix is on 6 seconds, and at the moment Mitch is virtually with penalties in P2.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what Mitch is sitting pretty for P2 now because he's got no penalties. I mean, Ricky's got no penalties, so unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to get the P1
Yeah.
unless Ricky does. I mean, Ricky is so yeah. I can't see Ricky. I mean, Ricky. When I looked, him, and Mitch both don't even have any warnings. They've been that clean. So yeah, I think Ricky's just taking. Mitch makes the move down the inside of Don Ammo into turn 1, and yeah, Don Ammo has nothing to fight back to. His tyres are so much older. They're on 17 laps now, these softs. Yeah, it's going to be a real struggle these last few laps for Don Ammo.
Yeah, Don Ammo now. Yeah, you can just see Mitch pulling away in the exits, and Don Ammo, although he got DRS, I don't think it's enough for him to get past. Just too much of a gap, and he will lose just more and more time on those old soft tires.
Oaksy's now down to 2.7 between himself and Dan. So this could be an interesting battle towards the end of the race. And fair play to Roland, he is keeping Oaksy at the same time, and he's on 15 laps softs. So his softs, just to put that in perspective, are only 2 laps fresher than what Don Ammo's are, and yet he's equaling the pace of Oaksy, who's on 8-lap-old super softs.
Yep, Roland is doing an amazing job. Yeah. I didn't really notice that, but just like you said, he's doing. Oh my! I was watching MP and Crowan. Oh my god, Crowan! He was just like, yeah. I'm speechless.
What did he try making a move?
Yeah, guys who were watching the stream know what I'm talking about. They were like going side by side through the fast right corner, and then Crowan wanted to get back on track, and they just fully collapsed into each other. And yeah, Crowan just got punted. He almost got bullied to the wall there, and now he's got no front wing and a P15, and MP got damage from it as well. And now Vormir with his 8-lap old super soft tires will probably get past him as well, because MP, although it doesn't look on screen, I saw some debris flying off his front wing, so I think he's got wing damage.
He must be on the right hand side if he does.
Oh, it was on the left hand side. He was on the inside of the I don't know what turn it is. I think it's 12 or something.
To me. I don't think he has got any damage as Varman makes the move. Yeah. Oh, MP's trying to brake really late, but no, he's fair play to him. But Varamir's just got the grip. At this stage of the race.
Just the grip advantage.
I think Varamir will be happy with this so far, because he did say he was struggling on pace, but that soft to super soft strategy definitely works. If you don't have the pace for that one lap, it's definitely worth considering, as MP's desperately trying to find a way back through. But yeah, he goes off the track. His rear's starting to give him a bit of a hard time.
Yeah, it's just like I said, when you're qualifying in P15 or P16, it's not over yet. You still with a different strategy can gain a lot of positions, and Oaksy and Vermeer are just showing exactly that, both in P6 and P8. And Roland is just doing a really good job at P7, to be honest, just scoring some solid points. He's the only one in the championship to not have scored any points yet so far, so he will be happy with that. And yeah, the two Ferraris in P1 and P2 are doing a brilliant job. The two Saubers in P3 and P5 are doing a brilliant job. So two teams scoring some big points for the championship standings, while Ricky's just cruising for the victory at the moment.
Yeah, we'll need to keep our eyes on Don Ammo and see how those rears do now. 19 laps and coming up to 20. We are 2 and a bit laps to go. Can those rears hold on? It'll be a fantastic achievement. And obviously he would have looked after his softs better than I did, if that's the case. So I pitted on lap 9. And yeah, the tyres got to 74% on the rears, which is very close to puncture territory. And I'm pretty sure Don Ammo's will be at a similar level, to be honest.
Yeah, so needs to keep them sweet for 2 more laps. It will be
And
so
when the
unfortunate for
tyres are
him.
wet, as we know, when the tyres are worn, they obviously slide more, so it just increases that wear rate.
Yep. Oh, the nerves. They must be insane right now to keep those tires alive. And if Dan is quick enough, can may close up to him as well. Because Donamo will need to save his tires like crazy.
Oaksy's 1.1 behind Dan now, so... And it's mad really, because Oaksy's lap tyres are only 5 laps fresher, but they're super softs. So I think this could be a final lap battle between Dan and Oaksy. Although Oaksy I think does have more penalties. And Roland's now just starting to drop. So Roland's now at 3.8. I wonder whether he's starting to think about those rears, because he's on 18 laps.
Yeah, but you would say, as long as there's nothing happening to Dynamo, Roland should be fine as well. But yeah, of course we don't know about how much Roland is saving those tires compared to Dynamo, but as long as Dynamo can do 20 laps, so 2 laps more on those tires, Roland should be able to do so as well. But yeah, just like you said, we don't know, anything can happen, and some tires pop at 75% and others do at 95%, so yeah, it can be very different to everyone, as Oaksy is within a second. Just like you said, we will probably have an amazing battle on the last lap for P5 in this race.
Yeah, I mean, I had a puncture on 78% at Monaco through the tunnel. So yeah, some people can get it luckier than others. Oh, Donamo is going through the ghost of Ginger Ninja. And yeah, Dan is going to have a battle on his hands coming into this final. As Varamir gets a 3-second penalty, him and MP are having a good battle still. MP's coming back at him, so we've got 2 battles. So Oaksy now looking on the overtake. Donamo slowed right down.
Oh, he's way too deep into the turn. It's going to cost his exit. Needs to give everything right now.
Oh, has Donamo got a puncher? Or is that just me? Yeah, it's just me, sorry. It's just me.
Oh my god. Yeah, but look at how much Dan closed up. Donamo's really struggling.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think he's just being really careful.
Yeah, I think so.
But Ricky's coming along. Ricky's coming.
Oh, yeah, good job. As he's crossing the line to take P1. Paul Ricard with his teammate Matrix in P2 and Mitch in P2. He holds on 8 tenths. Now Donamo without a puncture, 20 laps on soft tires, and Oaksy can't make it stick. Let's see, Profodes, Roland.
Roland's run out of fuel right at the end there.
Vermeer now. Will it cost Roland any positions? Running out of fuel. Let's see, Vermeer. No, it didn't cost any positions. Better Bravo. P8. Gained 2 positions on penalties there.
Good job from him. Points with his penalties.
Robin, he will be disappointed with the P13. Steve, P15. Was looking really good in quali. Lemon Jam, P16. Waiting for Crowan and Wisey Boy to finish off this race. So if you can invite Ricky, Mitch and Matrix, that will be awesome. Okay. Steve is not happy. So here we have them, the 2 Ferrari boys and the Ferrari powered Sauber, all Ferrari engine on the podium here in France. Amazing job from Ricky. He just didn't have a challenge today. 27 laps in the lead almost for, just I think it was 2-3 laps not in the lead this race. Yeah, did a really good job. Solid performance, and he's just extending his lead now in the championship with Cincinnati not scoring any points today. So we got Ricky P1, Mitch in P2, both no penalties, really solid job from them. Matrix in P3, Dynamo P4, Dan P5, Oxy P6, Roland P7, Medi Robo P8, Juventus with no penalties. Jumped up to P9, really good job from him. Faramir P10, then Robo P11, MP P12, Steve P13, Fallen at his home Grand Prix P14, unfortunately for him. Robin looked really solid, but got unlucky in the race P15, Lemichan P16, Chrome P17, Wiseboy P18, and we got 2 DNFs, Gingineer P19 and Blank P20. So I will invite these guys to the commentary box. So hopefully these guys will join. As Dominic's in the chat, he says Tier 2 is the only time we will see a double Ferrari podium. And I don't agree. Thomas and I are gonna go for it. Wait and see, lads. As guys are joining the commentary box. So we got Mitch in, Ricky is in. Don't know if Matrix is gonna join. He's in as well. Nice. We got all the 3 guys. So guys, make sure your audio is allowed to be shared. Then we can start with the interviews. So guys, make sure you're... Okay, so we will start off with P3. Matrix, P2 on the track, but unfortunately with the penalty she had, you were P3 at the end. Really solid job from you. You didn't have the pace on quali, but you made it up in a race. Really solid job. Tell us about your race.
Nothing special. It was, like I said a few times to Ricky, that it was a boring race, but I don't know, the qualification wasn't that great. Ricky was fast there, and yeah, maybe I have to get those warnings in the second stint behind 2 guys, but yeah, I'm happy with the 1-2 or 1-3, and congratulations to the Ricky.
What was the reason that you picked up that many penalties? Was it the turn 1, or you were just really struggling on the tires and the downforce that you just couldn't make the corners like you wanted to?
No, I don't know. There's nothing issue. It was clear that me and Ricky's pace is matched, so there is nothing to do. And I was behind 2 guys in the, I think, beginning of second stint, and I have to avoid collision, so I lost their time. But yeah, nothing special after that happened in the race. But I'm happy what happened and have the podium.
Really solid job, mate. Congratulations on your P3. Yeah. Mitch, P2 for you, again scoring some great points. Really doing a good job for the Cyber team. And with no penalties at this track, really solid job. Were you really focusing on not getting any penalties, or was it just pure your rhythm that was really good around this track?
I had good rhythm here, actually. Great pace, other than apparently qualifying. Kind of fell off there, started in the back. I don't even know where I started. 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And then lost a ton of time battling with MP. Me and him, apparently the first stint, we just like to battle each other. That's probably the 3rd time this season. And honestly, that was a lot of fun. I can't even be mad about the time I lost, as I really enjoyed the little battle that we had. Yeah, and then after I got by him, it was just heads down and just see if I could catch up to the 2 Ferraris. I think I had the pace to stick with Ricky, but earlier this week, me and Ricky both found out that I would just stare at the back of his car for 15 laps. So I don't know if I would ever gotten the pass on him, but I definitely knew I had the pace to race Ricky.
Yeah, you definitely had really good pace. But were you thinking at some point like, nah, MP just go for it and we'll just stick by him because we're losing too much time, or you just wanted to get past him desperately and just gonna go for it all out and try to get
I
past him?
wanted to get by him. I wanted to get by him desperately, really, to be honest, because I knew how much time I was losing. Because there was just corners that, like the fast right-hander, the sweeping cambered corner into sector 3. He could be 7/10 ahead of me, and I'd gain it all back in that corner. So I
Yeah.
just knew how
Yep.
much time I was losing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had fun battling him at least.
Yeah, you really had a good battle with him. So yeah, really good job and congratulations. I did a really solid job picking up no penalties, which is really hard, but a really solid job. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
Then on to our race winner, and you sort of did a Hamilton and Vettel in the good Red Bull days. Just cruising performance, relaxing race, no worries for you. We're just cruising 27 laps. Ricky, amazing race, really good job. Tell us about your race.
Redemption. Redemption for Canada. That's all I'm gonna say, and let's end it there. I was so frustrated with Canada. I put in quite a bit of effort to win this race, and I'm really delighted that I've managed to come through and win.
Yeah, really, really solid job, and no penalties as well. Yeah, just like you said, the practice just paid off with no penalties and just a really, really good performance. Was it already your plan to go on to the super soft tires and then soft till the end, or were you just debating on ultra softs as well?
No, ultra softs just aren't a tyre for around here. I don't think I have the pace to make a two-stop work compared to some of the other guys maybe, but the super soft's a great tyre to start on with, and I think my first stint was actually better than my second stint.
I think so, yeah. You really put away in the first stint, and just the second stint were just really solidating the gap and just made sure it was they were not closing in.
I had a huge moment on lap 19 or 20 around the fast right-hander, sector 3.
Yeah.
And after that, I was just like easing it off because I nearly spun it just through pushing. I nearly
Okay.
spun it on my own. So I think the time, maybe I lost maybe like a second and a half to Matrix at that point.
Okay, yeah, yeah. It is tricky though when the tires going off. These track is can really hurt you, but yeah, you stayed solid, kept the car on the track and finished P1. So congratulations, mate. Really good job, and now you
Thanks.
extended your lead in the championship. So you got a really solid P1 now at the moment.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
So yeah, I think that rounds off the stream. Want to congratulate the guys on the podium. Thank you guys for joining the interviews as well. Want to thank Lewis, of course, for joining the commentary box with me. As always, it was a great pleasure.
No worries. Thank you.
And I want to thank everyone for watching as well and being in the chat. It was a really good, enjoyable race today. I hope to see you guys back next week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the run race, as I hope I can do a better job than last week. And see you guys back next week. See you later. Goodbye.